looked at the statistics at Calsoft, and while researching on the internet, I found a very interesting, detailed report by McKinsey on women in India and how to harness the women talent in India. The numbers are very, very loud and clear out here. They have these, so they have during the various cycles, during the various stages in careers. And so at graduation point, I think the ratio is 60% are men and 40% are women. So at any point in time, a graduating class would have 60 men to 40 women. So that's where the first queue starts. The interesting thing is that the entry-level jobs, that's the after graduating, the job that women take, there's an immediate drop. So only 30% of the first fresher people joining an organization are women out there. So we are talking about 10% of the women who graduated but never end up entering the workforce right then and there. And then the next thing is the middle level management, which is around the age of 35 plus, I would say between 32 plus. And there the number again goes down to 10% out here. So we're talking about 40% graduated, 30% joined an organization to start a career, and then 10% of the people actually sort of survived after 35 working in corporate India. And then the numbers go down and down and down, where it's like 6% at the senior management level and 3% at the CXO level and less than 1% at the CEO level. So this is definitely an eye-opener. And when I was looking back at the Calsoft numbers out here, and this pretty much is the story out there. So out of the freshers, we typically hire a lot of campuses. And out of the freshers, the ratio is similar, it's 70-30%. The good thing is, so we make offers across campuses all over India, and Bhubaneswar and Chandigarh and all these sort of far off places, and there is a pretty much 100% joining rate of the girls also. So that stereotype or the parent family restriction that a girl can't be sent outside and all, luckily doesn't seem to be there at the fresher level with the joined organization. So today at 450 plus at Calsoft, we have, I would say about 50 people who are in that sort of middle management and above level out here. And so there are 50 people out of 500. The 450, there are 50 people, and out of which there are 3 to 4 women out there. So the percentage has drastically gone down to 5 and 6% out here. So what is happening? I mean, why is this happening out here? I think somewhere between that age of 27, 28, when a woman gets married or has kids, that's the typical age when Indian women start having their first child, maybe. So from the 28 to 35 years is a very critical age, and where women either end up just dropping out because they want to stay home and have their children, raise the children, and then they think of coming back, or they shift gears and they continue being part of the workforce, but it's more like a 9-to-5 job, where they are a pay, they earn the money for the family and they do a 9-to-5 job, but it's not the passion, it's not this is how they want to build, the career is not their number one focus. And that is okay. I have been there. I have 3 boys who are 5 years apart from each other. So I've been through that cycle out there. And it is okay. A woman wants to spend time with her children. You want to shift your gears while working. You want to look at your priorities and focuses and sort of dilute your focus at work for a few years while your children are growing up for the 5-7 years or whatever it is. I think that is fine. It's every woman's prerogative, and if she wants to do it, she should be able to do it out there. The important thing for an organization is to be able to get them back, and this is the first time I heard about this enablers that Pandira brought up and everything, and I think this is it's really, really important out here, because I think people need to hear from the other side. We need workforce, we need talent pool out here. India is one of the fastest growing economies. Companies like Calsoft, we grow 40% year on year, and we need people. We are trying to recruit, and this women workforce that is available, this talent pool out here, it is incredibly important for us to be able to tap in and try to get you back into the main street, into the workforce out here. And I would like to take it further later on and try to find out ways how in Calsoft we can incorporate these things out here, and how that 27 to 35, according to me, that is that critical age in a woman's life where she has to do a lot of this balancing, and how Calsoft as a company, us individuals as managers, society, and basically India, how we can provide ways in which women can balance this. At the same McKinsey report that I was talking about, they termed they call this as a double burden, and which is essentially your work and your bearing children, and then having this feeling this acute responsibility of raising them, which is much more than the counterparts, the fathers out there. And so this double burden, how to minimize it by having adequate flexibility of flexible hours, allowing people to shift gears out there, not branding them as low performers just because they've chosen to do certain thing out there, giving them an opportunity to come back into workforce and in full gear and full spirit and build their careers even after taking 7-8 years back. I think this is important. I think it's coming up here, so I need to sign off. But I think this is really important, and you guys need to understand that we really need all of your talent pool out there, and I think it's equally important for companies and the society to enable this. So I'm going to hand this over.
Thanks, Sharmila.
Thanks.
So the floor is now open. We